Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel, Bring Halo Back. Today I want to discuss and clear a lot of things up in regards to a game you may have heard of or seen a lot of gameplay for, but you are not exactly sure what it is. Halo Online, also known as ElDewrito, was a Halo game set to release on the PC. It was developed by Saber Interactive and published by Innova Systems. This game used a highly modified version of the Halo 3 engine and was a free multiplayer-only Halo game. This project was originally announced on March 25th of 2015. Many people have been waiting for another Halo game to come to the PC since the release of Halo 2 Vista back in May 22nd of 2007. So while this announcement should have been something that excited many people, it actually resulted in pissing a lot of people off because Halo Online was unfortunately exclusive to Russia. With plans for Halo Online to only be available in Russia, it left so many Halo fans confused. And to this day, I am still not 100% clear as to why the decision was made to make this game exclusive to Russia. The official trailer for Halo Online was put out on March 26th of 2015, one day after the project was announced. From this trailer, we got to see several different maps. We saw Guardian from Halo 3, a reimagining of Turf from Halo 2, and what appeared to be a desert version of Avalanche from Halo 3. We also saw two brand new maps that go by the names of Edge and Reactor. From this trailer, it appeared that equipment from Halo 3 was making a return along with some armor abilities that we have never seen before. We also saw a wide variety of different weapons and armor. All the weapons that were shown off in this trailer appeared to be returning from previous Halo games with different variations for some of the guns. But the armor customization appeared to be much greater than anything we have seen in past Halo games. Now the thing that really pissed me off about this game was not just the fact that it was only available in Russia, but this game also appeared to have a ton of microtransactions in place. It actually almost looked as if the core focus of this game was just to implement a large amount of microtransactions. Microtransactions ruin games. When the player has the ability to buy weapons and items that have an effect on gameplay, then at that point it's basically just pay-to-win bullshit. Even microtransactions that allow players to purchase different weapon skins, character models, or other items that don't affect gameplay is something I am still not a fan of. Unlocking items in video games such as armor or weapons is much more satisfying and rewarding when the player has to accomplish a specific task to obtain the item, rather than just putting in your credit card info and clicking purchase. Now I do understand that a lot of free-to-play games will include microtransactions as a way for developers to make revenue off of their game, but honestly I would much rather buy a game at full price than play a game that is infested with microtransactions. Now I don't want to get too off topic here talking about my hate for microtransactions, so I'll just leave it at microtransactions being placed in video games is an awful thing that hurts games way more than it benefits them, and it needs to stop. The closed alpha test for Halo Online had begun on April 21st of 2015 in Russia. This game had been delayed multiple times by Microsoft, and ultimately the game ended up being cancelled on August 24th of 2016. So now that we have covered the game that Halo Online was supposed to be, I want to talk about a little something known as ElDewrito. Just a few days after Halo Online was officially announced, the game files had been leaked and were picked up by a team of modders. This team had access to an early build of Halo Online which they called ElDewrito, and they successfully made the game downloadable and playable for everyone. The devs working on the ElDewrito project have put out multiple updates for this game to fix some bugs and glitches as well as introduce some new features. You can download the game from the Halo Online Reddit page, which I will include a link to in the description. The Halo Online Reddit is also where you can read up on future updates for the game, and there is also a thread where you can post any questions or concerns you may have. The next update for this game will be the 0.6 update, and we currently don't know when it will go live, but there is a thread where you can read up on a lot of the things that will be included in this update. Some of the bigger things included in this update are dual wielding, weapon spawns have been changed to match the spawns in Halo 3, which is awesome. They are adding forge items that allow players to remove invisible walls and kill barriers. We are getting a new in-game chat as well as a new console and scoreboard. The game is now getting a post-game stats screen very similar to the one in Halo 3. Loading screens before matches will now display a picture of the map that has been selected as well as a map description and the game type that is being played. Equipment from Halo 3 will be making a return as well as some new equipment items that were not seen in Halo 3. ElDewrito will now support multi-team game types. Voting for the next game will now be a built-in feature within the UI and supports both the Halo 3 veto style system and the Halo Reach voting system. Customizing your Spartan can now be done through the game's UI. We are getting more advanced controller settings, new forge pieces are being added as well as an increased object limit. Forge magnets, which were introduced in Halo 4, are coming to ElDewrito. Audio lag has been fixed. There are also several bug fixes and a lot of other features that are coming with the 0.6 update. Ever since the team had began working on ElDewrito, a wide variety of mods have been created for the game. Mods such as Halo 3 or Halo Reach weapon skins. There are mods to remove specific sounds within the game. There are mods to change your HUD and reticle. Mods to install different weapon sounds. There is a snowy version of Valhalla, and many others. Originally, these mods could only be found within different threads within the Halo Online Reddit, but eventually a mod manager tool was created which can also be downloaded off of the Halo Online Reddit. This mod tool, known as FMM, provides a very simple way to install so many different cool mods for the game. Some of the mods I like to use are the Halo 3 weapon models and sounds, Halo 3 HUD and armor, helmet effects which include the well-known flaming head, the Halo Reach DMR and reticle is pretty sick, the red energy sword is dope. Personally, I feel that all of the mods that have been created are a great addition to the game. If you are someone who does not do a lot of PC gaming, or if you're not that comfortable with mouse and keyboard, then you don't have to worry because there is controller support for ElDewrito. When Halo Online was first made playable, there was no aim assist for controllers, but after an update, aim assist was actually added. With the addition of aim assist for controllers, I personally feel that it gives an advantage to players who use a controller over those who use a mouse and keyboard. I myself use a controller when playing ElDewrito simply because I've been playing Halo with a controller my whole life, with the exception of Halo Custom Edition. I don't see any problem at all with there being aim assist for players who choose to use a controller when playing ElDewrito because it is Halo, and Halo has primarily been a console game that most people have been playing with a controller for years. I think the devs are doing a phenomenal job with ElDewrito. I love how they are making sure this game maintains that classic Halo gameplay that the majority of the community prefers. The devs are not trying to redefine what Halo is. Unlike what 343 Industries has done with Halo 4 and 5 by implementing things like ordnance drops, loadouts, and perks in Halo 4, or Spartan abilities and rec packs in Halo 5. The team working on ElDewrito are giving us classic Halo gameplay while at the same time implementing cool new features that do not change how the game plays. I am so excited for the future of this game and can't wait to see all the cool new features that are added. A lot of people refer to this game as Halo 3 PC because of the Halo 3 maps and menus, and you can install Halo 3 weapon armor, medals, and sound mods. ElDewrito does look very similar to Halo 3, and it's obvious that the devs are pushing for this game to play like Halo 3 as much as possible considering how past updates have given this game more of a Halo 3 feel. Like how the new 0.6 update will be bringing back dual wielding from Halo 3, weapon spawns are being changed to match Halo 3 spawns, and the post-game stat screen resembles the one from Halo 3 as well. Although this game does play and look a lot like Halo 3, I still wouldn't consider it a Halo 3 PC just yet. The way the weapons work and how your bullets travel are far different than how it is in Halo 3, and ElDewrito does not currently have every feature and map from Halo 3 available. ElDewrito is a very fun game, but it's not a Halo 3 PC, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I would love to see Halo 3 finally come to the PC, but ElDewrito is its own unique experience and has a lot of potential. Another cool system that is in place for ElDewrito is stat tracking. You can access the stats page from the sidebar on the Halo Online Reddit. The stats page layout looks very similar to the Halo 3 stats page on the old Bungie.net website. There is a global and weekly leaderboard which shows how many kills, deaths, assists, and betrayals players have gotten. It also shows the ranks for every player, although these ranks will be reset when the 0.6 update goes live. There is also a tab called Halo Online League that displays game history for competitive organized matches. If you search up a player and click on their name, you will be taken to a more in-depth stat page for that player which tracks more stuff like how many times you have gotten a specific medal, how many kills with each weapon a player has gotten, game history, and even more. Once again, like I said, the stats page used for ElDewrito is almost identical to the one used for Halo 3, and it appears that some of the stat tracking is being improved with the 0.6 update. Population numbers for ElDewrito have actually been pretty good recently, considering this game is just a mod and not a AAA title. I would love to see the population numbers continue to grow as time goes on. A lot of people are not even aware that this game exists, which is why I wanted to make this video and hopefully bring more awareness to it. Because ElDewrito does have a ton of similarities to Halo 3, and a lot of people refer to it as Halo 3 PC, also the fact that it's almost been 10 years since the release of Halo 3 and there is still a demand for a Halo 3 PC, it makes me wonder, what if a Halo 3 PC had been released a few years after Halo 3 came out? Both Halo CE and Halo 2 came to the PC about 2 years after they were first released on the Xbox. And although people had mixed feelings about the PC versions of these games, they did bring some new features and the Halo franchise as a whole was extremely popular at the time. Halo Custom Edition is still being modded and played by hundreds of people today. After Halo 3 came out and had broken the record of best-selling Halo game of all time, the population and amount of copies sold for future Halo titles have been at a steady decline. Considering how popular Halo 3 was, I cannot help but think that with a Halo 3 PC being released back in the day, running at 1080p 60 FPS where players could create and install their own mods, would have significantly prolonged the decline in population and popularity of Halo games. If you are someone who currently plays Halo or used to back in the day before 343 got their hands on the series and ruined it, then I really recommend checking out this game. It is a ton of fun and has a lot to offer, but just keep in mind that it is just a mod being worked on by a very small team, so the game will have some flaws. But I have learned to look past them flaws because I am grateful for the current state that the game is in now. I really hope this video helped clear up any questions or concerns you may have had about Halo Online. The download link for this game will be in the description, and I recommend you all go download it and give it a try. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more Halo content in the future. Peace out, everybody.